What's going on, everybody? This is Kayinus. How you guys doing? And welcome to my very first Minecraft video. In this video, actually, we're not going to be discussing about Minecraft. Actually, this is a dual commentary that is coming up with me and the Young Matrix a while back, I say about a week or two ago. What actually ended up happening was we were supposed to do a dual commentary where I was the guest and he was the lead. And then something happened, so we basically just said, hey, you know what, Kayinus, you have the video file, so go ahead and post this up. So I want to go ahead and share that with you. It is basically about how to start as a YouTube channel as a young first-timer, you know, getting into the game. So we had a few tips and tricks, so hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do, please give a like and a fave. Give a like for this Minecraft. This is my first one. Obviously, this is the tutorial, so hopefully I'm not doing too terrible. Honestly, I'm so brand new to Minecraft, it's not even funny. So with that, hopefully I'll do some live streams and we'll get into that. Maybe you guys will show me how the hell to play this damn game, because it's awesome. Actually, I was spazzing out on this this house that I'm going to be building soon after I figure the rest of this crap out. But anyway, so hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please give a like and a fave and enjoy this dual commentary with me and the Young Matrix.
What's up, guys? Youthful Matrix here, and we are going on multi-international. I've already lost track of the correct way to be saying this, but we have got a guest on the channel once again, and he's all the way from America. This is so awesome. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kayinus. How you guys doing?
Most of you guys will have seen the video. I did a shout out to Kayinus, or Anus, in our past video, and no, it seemed to have helped him a wee bit, and we were chatting after that video, and we decided, let's do a dual comp. So today's topic, we're going to talk about how, or the best way to start up your YouTube channel. And so there's a lot of people have done videos like this, but we're going to talk about maybe the best ways and the better ways to enjoy your channel. And I think this is the better, you should hear it more from the small YouTubers, because the big YouTubers have lost track of what it was like to be us. So I think it's going to be better coming from us. Would you not agree?
I do agree, actually. I think a lot of the big YouTubers, when they started, you know, YouTube wasn't as big as it is kind of now. So starting up now is a lot different of an approach than maybe back in the day when not so many people were doing it. And so yeah, it's definitely a little bit different.
Yeah. Today we're just going to focus on how the best way to set up a gaming channel, because I think out of all the areas you can get into in YouTube, this is one of the most tricky ones to get into, and because it's already just so maxed with like the big YouTubers like Mind Blank, Cena, and just mission them up. Like,
White Boy, Extras, like these big guys, you know. They like I said, they started differently. They started when there wasn't that many people, but now everybody is in the games, and they're huge on YouTube. So you're right.
So pretty much, we'll start off. Just how did you go about starting up your channel, Kayinus?
Well, to be honest, I actually ran a few channels before this, so it was kind of trial and error. But originally, I designed a channel for gaming based off of when Black Ops 1 came out, and I just started throwing up theater mode gameplays, but it wasn't getting the response I wanted. And I followed like Extras and White Boy and Mark J, and I figured these guys, you know, they just pop on, make some videos, and that's it. You're done, right? And unfortunately, that's not how it really works. So this time around, when I decided to start up a channel, I wanted to get my friends together and let them know that I was starting up a YouTube channel and kind of help them, you know, and be informed of every video I launched, so then they can help me kind of push the video a little bit and just, you know, kind of help me get it out there. So I would say ideally I relied a lot more on networking this time with Twitter and Facebook and Skype even, to kind of help let people know that, you know, this is my channel and it's going to be different.
I think that's definitely how people have to start their YouTube now, is to, I mean, I found Kayinus' channel when YT Retweets had retweeted him, and he was wanting. I think it was your video. You just posted a video, and you got these guys to retweet you,
Yeah.
and then that's how I found your channel. And so I think that's definitely how people have to do it. I think you have to make the most out of social networking, and I think Twitter is definitely the better one to do it. I think it's just because it's quicker and it's easier, and you just need to be following the right people. And so many mind blanks. I think without it, there's not a lot of scope for people to hear about what you're doing, and there's not a lot of scope to meet new people without social networking.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like you said, Twitter it's really instant. Twitter's almost the instant message of the world. You know, you want to talk to somebody right now, it's the best way to do it. So I do agree with that.
And I think it's gotten to this point where Twitter and YouTube really are kind of hand in hand, and you can't not have a YouTube channel without having a Twitter, because then your Twitter keeps you connected to your fans, and then you can tweet about your videos and stuff like that, and then Twitter, for me at least as a YouTuber, is more of an extension to the channel.
Oh yeah.
Because like YouTube, you don't have the facility to be like I say tweeting just constantly about different stuff. Where Twitter, it does let you do that. Of course, it lets you do that. It's like lunchtime for me right now, guys, and I'm still not 100% switched on. It's 6 o'clock for him, and he's fine.
I'm used to it, guys.
So when you started your channel, and this channel, was the branding of your channel important for you in the first instinct?
It was, because when you create a YouTube channel, you want to basically kind of set out a theme, and you want to kind of separate the men from the boys in this sense, because, you know, everybody, like we said, was doing like a Black Ops commentary or just Call of Duty in general, or even Battlefield, so it's really hard to get noticed. Originally, my theme was to just kind of post up some logo stuff once in a while, but on the video game aspect, you know, maybe some montages and just something a little bit different. Not too many people, like I have a series right now called Story of the Week, so not too many people really let you know who they are. They just want to tell you how to do better. And so I thought it'd be better for branding for me if I would let you know who I was. So that way it's not just like, oh yeah, this is a guy telling me how to do tips and tricks. It's like, no, this is a guy who wants to connect with me. We're going to hang out, and then we're going to have some fun. And so I wanted to follow that up, not only with Story of the Week, but live streaming as well. And I figured that's also a really good approach when starting a YouTube channel, is you want to be on as much as possible. And with live streaming, you're already playing the game. So if you can live stream your game at the same time, then people can connect with you better.
Definitely. Do you think the whole gaming aspect to YouTube has shifted from what people have been posting? Because it's before, I mean, at least for me, I've noticed before it was all about getting like so many kills to so many deaths, but I feel for me it's shifted to people more like telling like stories, or like reflecting on their past, or like reacting to the news. Or would you agree with it?
Absolutely, I do agree 100%, because the thing is, it's like, you know, again, when the big YouTubers post up a first time DLC content, you know, they are going through it and they're telling you all the best tricks that they come up with. Well, if you were to mute their video, come watch my video and mute it, the only difference might be the score. You know, the videos are the same. So how many times can you say the same thing on the same game, on the same type of video? You know, it gets repetitive. So people, I believe, learn that, you know what, I'm not getting as much views saying, well, the best thing to do as a sniper is to hold back, you know, because this guy said it and that guy said it. Where instead it's like, they know what to do as a gamer. So now it's about you. It's about who you are, and they can connect with that, and then they can relate that to the video game. And I think that's really where a lot of people see that shift. And it's not so obvious. It was actually a very subtle movement, but I think it's becoming more of the norm for a YouTube channel.
So would you say that it's necessary for anyone thinking about starting up a YouTube channel to just avoid going for the best scores and just try and do something different, like telling like everyone about themselves, like straight off the mark, and doing more of making it more about the commentary instead of the gameplay?
Yeah, that's actually my approach. I definitely wanted to do that, and I think that's a really good tip because, like I said, not everybody's a fantastic gamer. Maybe you are a really good gamer and you get a really good high score, but I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube where it's like 102 with 20 views. So I don't think it's a good idea to just go straight for the beast gameplay if you have no personality, because today, it seems that YouTube is becoming more like Hollywood, and if you don't have some sort of character, it doesn't seem like people are catching on to it. So I definitely think you should focus more on the commentary and just make it enjoyable. The other thing too, branching off, and maybe you'll agree as well, is it also comes down to the editing. If you got After Effects, or you have some sort of graphics program like Cinema 4D to spice things up, I think people are also catching on to that a little bit more. What do you say?
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, I think, because I try and subscribe to a lot of small YouTubers, and I think like there's people like yourself who like produce like really good videos, but then there's people who haven't quite figured that out yet, or haven't quite got to that stage that they can be like doing really good editing. And even even think myself, I have ArcSoft Showbiz, and it's very basic for what I can do on there, and I would say it's very limited, but I still think I managed to produce something that's good. So I think editing is definitely key. I don't think you can even get to the point where you can just have a gameplay, just throw your commentary on it and not do anything else with it. I think you have to take that next step. Yeah. And I think if you don't, then it doesn't show anything about your skill and why people should subscribe to you.
Agreed.
I think so. Would you say that we've gotten to this point where high definition videos are a must, and there's just standard definitions have no place in YouTube anymore?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when I first started a channel called Uniting Force, which you can't find it anymore, it unfortunately just we closed it down. But when I first started that, I went through about 3 different types of capturing cards. First capture card I went through was like a Pinnacle Studios type capture card. Then the second one I picked up was a USB style capture card, and then I had Sony Sony Vegas, and then I had After Effects, and I tried my best to make those really like interlaced crappy videos look good, and it was just a lot of work for something that was mediocre. So eventually, I didn't have a whole lot of money, but eventually I just said, if I'm going to want to do this, I'm going to need to spend that $180, $200 on that HD PVR, because everybody who watched my videos up till that point said, if you have an HD video card, I'll watch you, but it's really hard to watch. It's like I don't watch your videos, I just listen to you. So I was like, wow, I want you to watch the video too. So I think it is a much, because it comes down to the whole first impression. First time somebody sees you, it's that first 15 seconds max. And if you have a really good intro, or you have a really good gameplay, and you sound like you want to be there, 9 times out of 10 people will stay for the next minute or two and just see what you have to offer. And that's what you want. You want to capture their attention, and visually you're going to need at least to bring some HD to the table.
But do you think that it's wrong for people just to completely discard someone's channel or video just on the basis that they're not in HD?
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with it 100%, but I understand it, because
Yeah.
if we were to step away from YouTube for a second and go to just like TV in general, when I turn on my TV, if there is something that is just super boring, I can't really think of anything. I don't want to smash anything online, but if it's just like not the best quality, or if it's just super boring, then yeah, I just turn the channel. Well, that's basically what we are on YouTube. We're just one big television with multiple channels. And if there's a billion channels out there, why should they watch yours? So you kind of, I guess in a sense, got to sell out a little bit. But, I mean, it's not 100% fair, I think. But, people like what people like. And if you're going to start a YouTube channel, that might be something you're going to have to contend with, that you might have to go above and beyond, even though you may not agree with it.
Yeah. I watched a video the other day from the Stag HDX. Shout out, huh? I'll put his channel down. He posts quite serious commentaries, and it's quite interesting. He posted one about right, let's see if I can get this word, the capitalization of YouTube. And he goes on about how YouTube is now becoming more of a, just on the whole, a business, and people like outside of YouTube, like TV people, are now taking a bigger interest in YouTube, and being part of a YouTube video is like acceptable now, and it's quite, people want to do YouTube more, just to capitalize from it. So would you agree that this is the shift that's happened, or?
It is. I mean, YouTube is so big now. I mean, before, like I said, let's go back 7 years ago. I was barely on YouTube. I didn't even know really what YouTube was. Now, YouTube came out at least like 15 years ago almost. Don't quote me on that one. But it came out, I think, back when I was in high school. And my friend had a YouTube channel. And I think he might show me one time. I was like, that's so lame. Whatever, dude. And today, let's fast forward. I mean, everybody knows it. I mean, I call YouTube my college, because if I want to learn something, YouTube is right at my fingertips, and everybody's posting a video. So with the capitalization, when people started making money, people realized that I could stay home and make a career out of this. And with the big names in the gaming community, like we've said so many times, when people started seeing millions of subscribers, and, they're making money, when it was leaked that money was being made, that there was money to be made, people wanted it. People wanted a piece of it. And you can't blame them.
Do you think that's like what's the word for this? Do you think that's the worst reason to come into YouTube, just for the money? Because I've always tried to be on the side that YouTube for me is somewhere to enjoy, and it's somewhere that if I post something on my channel that after a couple of days, even if it's got like loads of views, but if I'm not happy with it and I don't think it's good, that I'll just delete it.
Yeah.
And it makes my channel look good just from what content is there. Do you think it's the better reason to get into YouTube is for the enjoyment of it, or to just focus on trying to make money out of it?
Well, you know what, guys? Like, if you're gonna want to start a YouTube channel, you're gonna have to want to enjoy it. Money isn't a. It's really weird. All right, people who can tell right away if you're in it for the money, and people can tell right away if you're in it for the views. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. For me, most of my videos will get about 30 views right away, because I'm still very young.
Yeah, same.
But I don't care, because to me it's like, I made the video because I wanted to make the video. And if there are 30 views, just like close your eyes for a second and imagine 30 people in one room. Now, if you've ever stood up in front of a classroom, it gets nerve-wracking if you've never done it, or if you've done it a few times, you're not too comfortable. But if you keep doing it, after a while, you get really comfortable, right? Well, that's how I look at every video. It's not one person one-on-one I'm talking to 30 times. I look at the video like, wow, I just spoke to 30 people at once. Even if the views were steadily, that's just how I view it. And to me, that's a lot of views. That's a lot of people, especially as a very small community. I mean, I know there's like videos out there with hundreds and thousands of views, but for me, that's how I look at it. And it's not about the money. I mean, for me, I just want to talk. I just want to get out there, and I want to connect. And I think if you're going to join YouTube, it's a community. And so you want to be a part of that, not try to lead that. And you can see that with some of the bigger ones. I made a video called My Advice to Mr. GT Woody. There was a lot of stuff going on, and people flocked away from him because they started realizing that, he just wanted to make $1. And that pissed a lot of people off. And so my biggest advice is if you're gonna start a YouTube channel, realize that there's a community to be a part of, and then realize that you should really enjoy what you do, have fun, because there's a handful of people that have that lucky success, and you may not be part of that lucky people. You may have to really work to push it out there, and if you don't enjoy it, you're going to fail real quick.
You know what, guys? I think that's just the perfect way to end this video. I think that's just the perfect advice you could give to anyone wanting to start a YouTube channel. So I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to do the outro, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know I have. Kayinus is such an interesting person. And this will be first of a couple of dual comms, it would seem. And so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please do rate and subscribe to both our channels. I will link Kayinus down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Do you want to do the outro, Kayinus?
Yeah, thank you guys very much. Come check out my channel. Let me know. Like, fave, and comment. And the other advice real quick, just to end it real fast, is if you leave a dislike at a video, comment down below why you dislike the video. Sometimes that'll help the commentator out. But anyway, with that, guys, we'll catch you later. Peace.
Bye.